Hi everyone. This is the checking on the progress that we have so far for one of the four projects that we'll be working on this semester. I will be starting with the interactive safety guide because I decided for it to be an interactive PDF and we just went over this. It just felt like the right tool for a safety guide because it can be easily printed and making sense while being interactive if viewed through a computer. So the requirements for this project is to have three different forms of interactivity, 5 pages or slides of information, and add accessibility for English and non-English speakers. So for this, I'm starting on InDesign, and this is my front page for this project. This only took me a few minutes. This is just a basic title of How Not to Die in a Garage. And this is a fun video that I found on YouTube that just shows a bunch of accidents of people using power tools. So, as a reminder, my project for the safety guide was meant to be funny and just a fun safety guide for my roommate who has a lot of power tools and doesn't always use them very wisely. So I just wanted to create something fun that we can either print or you can look through. Either way. So my skeleton right now only has 5 pages because that's the minimum requirement. But I find that most of the time when I create guides and things like that, I just kind of like to just have a very basic skeleton with just what I'm planning on doing, like you can see here. And then as I create the design for it, I make it fit to my space and I add pages as needed. But since I knew that we'll have a minimum of 5 pages, I just felt like it needed to be 5 pages to start. So for this project, I want to start with an index here because I can add interactive buttons to go to the right pages. It's just a very easy way to add interactivity right away. Then I wanted to have funny tool definitions, just little jokes, and maybe make those actual tool pictures, GIFs, because that's really easy to do, and that would add to the visual interactivity. Then on the next 2 pages, I will actually put my little signs. So as far as my signs, I was just gonna create some very basic signs with exactly what you're thinking of, like black, white, and red, and a stick figure. So those are just all the different things that I thought would be fun to do. But again, my degree is in graphic communication, so I feel like it shouldn't be a whole lot of text. It should actually just be images that you can read and understand right away without having to actually read a whole bunch of letters. So while this tech is probably going to be within the design, I just really want them to just be guidance as opposed to actual information that you read. So to start on those, I use Illustrator, and here are my little guys, my basic shape InDesign figures that are going to be used for all of those. I did make sure that I measured these, and they are exactly 24 point. This is my duck video. Uh, and I need to like finish them properly, like as much as right here. It's pretty alright right now. There's not any bend that I can see between those two shapes. There are other things that really bug me here, like the head part. This really should just be smooth, so I'll need to do some more work with vectors by just adding some shape here and then using the shape builder. I did create this area here, this dent, by just putting one of those in the middle and just abstracting it from the top shape, sorry. So this is where I'm at right now. I'm actually really excited. Black, red, and white are my favorite colors to work with, and this is just gonna be a really fun project. And I think it's gonna look awesome. I'm keeping in mind interactivity and accessibility, but I'm also trying to make it something that I'm proud of that will be just fun to look at. So I'm looking forward to feedbacks. I know that there's this weird shadow here. It's actually not here. Just wanted to point this out. But, I'm excited to see how that comes up, and I'm actually planning on working on this tomorrow for half a day. So I feel like it's gonna be close to finished tomorrow, and I'll be able to start working on something else, but also give myself some time to look back at it with a clear mind and see how I feel about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in class soon.